Yo, what up, guys? So I just played this game called Vany Slash or Vany Slash. I'm not sorry, probably Vany. I don't know, but whatever the case, this game's on Steam. It's basically a hack and slash game, and yeah, I'm gonna give my opinion on it. So I'm not gonna lie, this game, the only problems I have is one, they don't have a booba slider. That's the biggest problem. It's a very like kind of I wouldn't call it an adult game at all. It's not really an adult game in my opinion, even though it kind of like portrays itself as such a thing. Um having like sexual content as one of its tags. The problem is it's the combat first of all is not that great. It could be better. If I'm going to be honest, it could be better. It's very simplistic. So far, I don't know about the later game, but it's just like you just click like the same button over and over. You do the same combo over and over. There's like a couple moves you can do, like a special attack after you get like your ult up. Um, there's like different types of things you can do. Um, like in terms of like special abilities, but they don't really amount to much. You're mainly just going to use your left click, or if you're using mouse, left click, and then you're just going to transform like your weapon into a bigger axe, and then go into your ult, and that's really the gist of the combat so far. At least I don't know the rest. I haven't played it for that long, but yeah, the game is okay. Customization is not there. There's not much customization until you, of course, keep playing. Then you start to get outfits. In my opinion, I think the outfits are a little too crazy. Like insanely crazy. Like there's this like alien looking outfit, not really alien, but like just very futuristic outfit that just makes absolutely no sense with how the game is portrayed as. It's like a kind of like Renaissance, kind of old school, kind of RPG, like isekai type of style going on with it. Um, Not some sci-fi futuristic. It just makes no sense. And the current outfits that I'm wearing aren't really that great. But again, I didn't play for too long yet. I will be playing more, of course. But yeah, another thing I want to address with this game, the boss fights are very easy so far, especially considering how many HP potions I have. You also don't die that much, or it doesn't. I think I died like one time in that, like in my whole run. And it was just a silly death. I didn't know how to use potions. That's another problem. That's another issue. So when I was playing, I didn't understand how to use potions. It tells you press the one button, or the one key, but you have to like transform your weapon back into like the rod mode, which is like when it's like super small. You got to change back into that, and then you press one. I had no idea. I had to figure that out. They didn't really tell you about it, which is fine. I don't mind games that don't tell you things. Personally, I actually like it like that. But that was very weird. I just like, you can't use your potion when you're in attack mode, because rod mode is basically like the non-attack mode where you can like run around and be really fast. You're a lot faster in that mode. And then the axe mode, or whatever, I don't know I forgot what mode it's called, but I think it's axe mode. You go into like a more attack stance, and your axe is way bigger, and you can deal massive damage, things like that. While as the rod mode, you can't really deal much damage. You can still deal damage, but it's not that much. Um, yeah, it's weird that you have to change into that to heal. But I get the idea. I guess if you're in attack mode, you can't really heal. If you're in the station, not really stationary, but the non-combat mode, that's when you can start doing your thing. So I guess that's fine. That's fine. It's not that big of an issue. The graphics are okay. Not my cup of tea personally, but they're okay. I picked up this game, by the way, because it looked interesting. Like, it looked interesting from the outside. Obviously, I like me some you know, some raunchy games. I'm just into that stuff, you know. But this is definitely not your this is definitely not a H game by any means. I thought it was. That's why I picked it up. So don't be fooled if you do get Vany Slash. Don't get it for the H kind of properties. Get it for the combat. But the problem is the combat isn't that great so far. Pretty much. Other things I can think of, the story is okay. I was reading a bit of it, so it's not like too bad. It actually, honestly, the English translation is actually not bad. I didn't have any problems reading it. It didn't feel like there was like typos everywhere. Honestly, it was like it felt like I was reading an actual story. So I'll give them that. They did a great job with that, honestly. So I will kudos to them for that. Story is actually pretty decent. It kind of feels like I'm watching an isekai anime, honestly, the way the story is driven. It feels like I'm in an isekai. Except you're like a female who's like really thick, you know, thick thighs save lives type of girl. That's another problem I have with the game. The proportions are just way out of whack, in my opinion. I feel like if she was like, you know, not like super bussy, but like kind of like, how should I say, like, I feel like she's just too big, too thick. You know, if she was like more slim, but with that, you know, the big booba sort of aspect, maybe with a kind of like a normal ass, honestly, she would be way better. But she just looks like an OnlyFans model, basically. She like just, she got that BBL, and then she's got the freaking like the you know, the huge rack. It's just like, bro, like, just calm down, man. Like, if she had the appearance maybe of like a Zenless Zone Zero character or something, I would be like, damn, okay, she hitting different. But no, man, she is like, she's just like it's too thick for me. For me, at least. I don't know. I mean, everybody's got their preferences, but it just doesn't seem natural. You know what I'm saying? That's the problem. It doesn't have that natural look. It just feels like just fake. You know what I'm saying? So that's my problem with that. But yeah, overall the game is okay. I don't. How much does it cost? Let me go see. It's a $16 game. Like, you can pick this up and maybe try it for a couple hours, but if you don't like it, or not a couple hours, but like less than a couple hours, if you don't like it, just get rid of it. Like it's just not. It's not that good. It's not that good to be like, you know, playing it for long periods. Because I didn't play it for that long either. I just wanted to try it out. I'm probably gonna keep it to like play through it, and I'll let you guys know how I feel about it after I finish it. I'll make a follow-up video, but as far as I can tell you, it's just weird. It's a weird game. Overall, you know, appreciate the thickness, but just tone it down, and I think the game will be better. And of course, make the combat more more creative. I feel like it's not creative enough for me to you know, for any, not just for me, but for like most people to like really enjoy the game. It just feels too simple. But that's about all I gotta say, guys. Peace out.